નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી.
Hello students, today we will study the question number 1 of exercise 7.3. This is the topic of standard 9 chapter number 7 triangles. So what is the question? Question is triangle ABC and triangle DBC are two isosceles triangles on the same base BC and vertices A and D are on the same side of BC. If AD is extended to intersect BC at P so that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. So here we have given that the two triangles ABC and DBC, both these triangles are congruent. Both these triangles are isosceles triangles. So here we can write down the given condition as that AB is equals to AC. AB is equals to AC and DB is equals to DC. DB is equals to DC. This is the given condition. Both these triangles have the same base BC and both are on the same side of the BC. That means both are above the BC. So if we join the AD and extend this AD so that it will intersect the BC at point P. So this is the what is the diagram as stated in the question. Now first thing that we have to prove is that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. Okay, so now we have total of the 5 criteria to prove the two triangles congruent. So see, let us take this given condition. Here we have given that AB is equals to AC. So we can take one of the condition that AB is equals to AC. This is the given condition that we already have given. Second condition we can take BD. DB is equals to DC. DB is equals to DC. DB is equals to DC. This is also the one of the given condition. Third thing we can write down that you can notice that AD side is common. AD is equals to AD. This side is common in both the triangle. So therefore we can state that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. So this is the first thing that we have to prove. Right? Now the second thing we have to prove is that triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACB. Right? Second thing that we have to prove is triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACB. Now where is the triangle ABP? ABP is this triangle and ACP is this triangle. So which things we can write down here is one, we have already given that AB is equals to AC. So AB is equals to AC. This is the given condition. Second, we can write down that AP is common. So side AP is equals to AP. This is the common side. Now think about the third criteria, third condition, third equality. Two equalities we have. Third equality, we can say that here we have proved that ABD, ABD and ACD two triangles are congruent. So their corresponding parts will also be equal. So here we can take the angle BAD, right? We can write down that angle BAD is equals to angle CAD. This we can write down according to the CPCT. Now, why we write down this condition? Because see, now instead of BAD, we can take BAP angle. Because B and P are ADP are collinear. In the same way, CAD we can write down it as a CAP, right? So this condition we will use here. Instead of BAD, we can write down angle BAP. BAP is equals to angle CAP. So this we can write down that the condition we have already proved in 1. Proved in 1. And one more thing we can write stated here is that A dash D dash P. Now what is the meaning of this? A dash D dash P is that A D P are the collinear. So instead of writing CAD angle, we can write down CAP. Because angle is not get changed, angle is remains A as well, right? A as it is. So these are the three conditions. One is the side, second is side, and third is angle. So one is the side AB, second one is AP, and one is this interior in angle that is included between these two sides. So now we can say that these two triangles are congruent. So we can write down that triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP by side angle side rule. So this is the second thing that we have to prove. Now the third thing that we have to prove is that AP bisects angle A as well as angle D. AP bisects angle A and angle D. This is the third thing that we have to prove. Now see, here we have write down that angle BAP is equals to angle CAP. What does that mean? That means that AP is bisects angle BAC. So this thing we already have proved that angle B here we can write down that here angle BAP is equals to angle CAP. What does this mean? This means therefore we can write down that AP bisects angle A. Right? Two things we have to prove. One is AP bisects angle A, that we have proved. Second thing we have to prove that AP also bisects angle D. That means we have to prove that these angles, this angle and this angle are also equal. So here we have to consider two more triangles. One is angle DPB and one is DPC. So here we can write down that in triangle DPB and triangle DPC. Now which thing we can write down here is that is there anything common here? No, because we can write down only one thing, that is DP. DP is equals to DP. This is the common side. This is the common side. So now can we take PB and PC equal? No. Yes, actually yes, because here we have write down that the two triangles ABP and ACP are congruent. So that in this we can use the CPCT. So as we have proved that here triangle ABP is congruent to ACP, so by CPCT we can write down that PB is equals to PC. PB is equals to PC, because we have proved that we have proved in second, and so by CPCT we can write down this thing. What we have proved in second? We have proved in second that ABP and ACP are congruent, and that by CPCT we can take that BP side is equals to CP side, PB side is equals to PC side. Now what about the third condition? Third condition we can take that BD is equals to CD, because DB is equals to DC, because DBC is an isosceles triangle. So we can write down that DB is equals to DC. This is we have already given. So the three conditions, three equalities, all three equalities are the side. So we can write down that triangle DPB is congruent to triangle DPC by side rule. Right? So as the two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are also equal. We can write down that angle BDP is equals to angle CDP. We can write down according to the CPCT. Now what is the meaning of this? Meaning of this that DP bisects angle D, right? DP, or we can say AP, because ADP we have here write down that are the collinear. So here also we can write down that, therefore AP bisects angle D. So the two things we have to prove, that AB bisects angle A, that we have proved here, AP bisects angle D, that we have proved here. Now what is the fourth thing that we have to prove is that AP is perpendicular bisector of BC. AP is perpendicular bisector of BC. This thing we have to prove. Now, in previous class we have studied that what is the meaning of the perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular means we have to prove that this angle is of 90 degree and this PB and PC are equal. These two things we have to prove. So this already we have to prove that PB is equals to PC, right? So one thing we have write down is that PB is equals to PC, that we have already proved in third. Okay, now the thing is of the angle. These two portions we have proved that are equal. Now the thing is of the angle. See, here we have proved that these two triangles are congruent. So we can write down that angle DPB is equals to angle DPC. Angle DPB is equals to angle DPC. Why? Because we have proved in third that the two triangles DPB and CDP, DPB and DPC are congruent by CPCT, by side-side rule. So by CPCT we can prove that angle DPB is equals to angle DPC by CPCT. As these two angles are equal, one more thing you can notice that this DPC and DPB are on the same line segment BC and they are making total of 180 degree. So we can write down that angle DPB plus angle DPC is equals to 180 degree by linear plan. Now as you can see that both these angles are equal, we can write down, instead of DPC we can write down DPB, or also instead of DPB you can write down DPC. Let us write down DPC instead of this. So DPC plus angle DPC is equals to 180. 2 times angle DPC is equals to 180, and therefore angle DPC is equals to 90 degree. And this DPC is also equal to DPB, angle DPB. So this is, we prove that this angle is of 90 degree. So here we have proved that these two portions are equal. Here we prove that this angle is of 90 degree. What is the meaning of this? By this we can write down, therefore we can give it here equation number 1 and this equation number 2. So from 1 and 2 we can write down that AP is perpendicular bisector of BC. AP is perpendicular bisector of BC. Right? So these two things are important when we have to prove the perpendicular bisector. One is the bisecting means two equal part and the angle must be of 90 degree. So this is about question number 1. This is all about this lecture. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.